without it.
Tell us your philosophy about using hedge funds now, and particularly hedge funds that aren't huge, hedge funds that are trying to make a mark but can't seem to get the attention because the big ones attract all the assets.
That's an excellent question. Hedge funds have a target allocation in our portfolio of about 3%. And philosophically, the way we have thought about hedge funds is not to beat equities. It was to provide a diversification against equities. So I've said it publicly before, the fees are too high, but the fees are higher on other things as well. And the industry has gotten very big, and our job is to rationalize that portfolio, but invest in hedge funds that provide something different for the overall diversification of the portfolio. That challenge is made more complicated because we're large. We're $178 billion. So while there might be a $500 million hedge fund somewhere in Cincinnati that's doing very well, we can't access that. And so we have embarked on a very important project to rationalize our hedge fund portfolio. We're not going to divest from them. We have some hedge funds that do very well for us, but number one, we're going to negotiate fees, and number two, we're going to make sure that we're with hedge funds that can actually help us meet our required return target.
We want to come back later and talk to you in more detail about hedge funds, but I want to pick up on something you talked about, which is active versus passive. There's sort of a raging debate in the business now about active versus passive. Where are you on that? And I'm not expecting you to pick one rather than the other, but how do you decide when active makes sense and when passive does?
So we index the lion's share of our large cap equities. It's very hard for an active manager to generate net of fee performance. When you start to look at capitalizations like SMID or mid cap and small cap, active managers can add value. So if you looked at our overall equity portfolio, you might, and don't hold me to the numbers, but you might note that on the equity side, maybe 85% of it is passive and 15% is active. When you go outside of the US, where we still believe there are tremendous opportunities to make active return, you'll see the reverse. You'll see more active management and less passive. There are in our portfolio today some active managers that have generated important alpha for the last 10 to 15 years. We want to make sure that we hold on to them and also look at others, because there are others that maybe we just haven't been able to find as of yet.
Don't juggle your home life and work life without it. Business financing to help grow your business. Another way we have your back. The powerful backing of American Express. Don't do business without it.